So as you guys can see from the title of this video, I bought my first company. And in today's video, I want to tell you guys not only what that company is, how it works, because it does benefit a lot of you, but what is my thought process behind why am I acquiring companies right now when a recession is looming and my plan to do so and what to do with them, and hopes that you guys can watch this video and get yourself a plan together to build real wealth over the next couple of years. So guys, my name is Luke Alexander and I am the founder of closercartel.com and now the CEO of, I guess, Trackify. Trackify is the software that I acquired from my friend Alex. He started it. He currently had another software at the time, so didn't have a ton of time to put into it. But I loved the idea. I loved the vision, and I acquired the company from him about a month ago, and I overhauled everything with the dev team. And we've created today what I think is a very good product that a lot of you might need. So let's actually jump into my computer rather than me telling you about it. Let me show you exactly what Trackify is and how it works. Trackify is a sales data tracking platform, but we threw a lot of other things in as far as calls, as far as call reviews, as far as leaderboards, metrics, trends. So basically it went from a data tracking to more of a sales management software. And from someone who was an appointment setter, a closer, now owns a multi-7-figure education company or info product company and has appointment setters, closers, a long sales process, VSLs, webinars, all these different things. This was designed by myself for someone like me and for someone, which I'm guessing is a lot of you guys watching this channel, help manage your reps, keep track of your data better, and make better decisions as a CEO, as a leader, and as a sales team manager. So let's jump into the platform. So first thing you see when you come up is your dashboard. So if you guys have ever used Stripe or something like that, I wanted it to have this sort of feel and look. You can see here, this is just a dummy account that we have with data. But for example, if I was running my company off of this, Closer Cartel, we have two products and we will organize these. I just have this set up for the test account, but we have two products, right? Closer Cartel and then Sales Accelerator, which is right here. So from a actual perspective, most people use spreadsheets. They use spreadsheets to track all their data. Is that effective? Maybe. Is it cool? No. Is it fun to use? No. Is it a pain in the ass? Yes. So this erases the need for spreadsheets. So as you can see here, if I'm making decisions with marketing or with paid traffic and I'm the CEO of a company or I'm a sales team manager and I can see all of my data. Okay, cool. 76% of our calls are showing up. We're making 2 people that actually book calls. We're making 68% offers. We are actually closing on the offers made 52%. We've got 22 deals this month, 148 calls made, et cetera, right? That is just our actual sales process. Let's look at our appointment setting. Okay, cool. We've got 148 calls made. We're setting 10% of calls made, 15 were bad fits, and we've set 6 calls. These 6 calls could turn into deals. If I know this as a CEO or as a sales team manager, I can make much better decisions, because if I'm running paid and I'm spending thousands of dollars a day like I am now, I need to know this data like the back of my hand, and spreadsheets are just not an easy way to do so. So the second thing we have within dashboard is trends. So you guys can see month over month, year over year trends. Obviously we don't have a month before this month, so this will say negative because there's not 2 data points to compare. But you could see like, okay, January we had 15 bad fits, February we had 30. What changed in our marketing? Why are we getting such bad quality of calls? Then you have leaderboards. This isn't going to populate anything yet because we don't have 2 reps in the platform. Daily reports. This is so you can literally see on a day-by-day basis, on a rep-by-rep basis of all your sales reps, you can see exactly what they have been doing, okay? So I can see right here, this guy is already closing. I can see right here, this guy calls, what product he sold, show percentage. So if your reps are making excuses, oh, hey man, the calls are really bad, you can go look at their actual data, okay? The second big thing that we have here is calls. So if you ever have managed a sales team or you're a closer and you want to review your own calls, it is a pain in the ass for you to manage calls when it's in Zoom, it's in Go High Level, it's in Close, it's in all these different places. What we did was we put it all in one platform. So your calls you can add here. I'm in the team account, so I can't really add the call myself. This is what the closer would do, but I can go back through, for example, here. This is a call that our closer Nehemiah, he took. Description, the guy paid 2K times 3 payment plan, had some trust objections. He got a 95 on this call. How did he get 95? Well, we created a weighted call scoring algorithm. So you can effectively, in this sort of consultative sales style, which you should be using, you can score your calls and your closers can self-score. So you can go back through as a sales manager and be like, okay, cool, 91% on this call. Why was that? Listen to the call. And the recording you can populate in right here. You can see this is our actual Zoom call from that. So that's really cool. From a sales management perspective, that is a must-have. And also you have reports on that as well. Then we have, again, leaderboards, but we don't have multiple sales reps in here yet. Your salespeople. So you can manage your salespeople very easily. And you can even go see down to each individual person, how they're performing. So as a sales manager, this is the most important part of your company, and part of your job is knowing your data, knowing your people are on top of things, and knowing that everything is going the way that it needs to be. So I can go on a per person instead of a per company basis. I can look at their trends. I can look at how they've been inputting their data, how much cash have they collected, and I can see exactly what's going on inside of my company. The next thing, and the really big thing, is KPI groups. So this is how Trackify runs. It runs on data, but formatted and templated data. So we give you this default KPI group right here. This is pretty comprehensive. If you need something other than this, that's fine, but this will get you a really good start. This auto populates. And what you can see here is I can change the name of these. So for example, the default KPI, this is product 1. This is, where's it at? Product 2. And I just hit this, I hit edit, and I can rename those to my actual product names. And the cool thing is I can add KPIs as well. I can add whatever I want, and I can make it either a currency, a number, or a formula. So like cash collected, number of calls made, or formula, which is a percentage. Okay. So you can literally create whatever KPI you want. You could even use this for like ads and marketing if you wanted, but we made it for sales teams. The next thing is you can have multiple KPI groups. So cool, you have closers and appointment setters. No worries. This appointment setting KPI is auto-populated as well. So we got set calls, closed sets, which you're gonna have to go back in and add, right? How many of those sets actually were turned into a deal? Calls made, call set percentage. So if I am making 100 calls, what percent am I setting? And you can create a new group here fairly easily, and it's very comprehensive. We also have a very nice affiliate program that we're going to be rolling out to give you guys like 50% of people you sign up. And then we have this beautiful documentation here that I got inspired from a couple crypto teams on how to do. Shows you guys literally everything in the platform, how to use everything. It's simple, no questions asked. So now that you guys have seen the platform, and I hope you understand how valuable this is, especially if you're using spreadsheets, if you're managing your team through something worse than spreadsheets. I hope you're not. But guys, this is very low priced. I wanted to come into the market and make this sort of like a Calendly, right? Google Calendar creates events. You can do the same thing, but it's not as convenient and it's more of a pain to use. So that's why people sign up for Calendly. Calendly is a $1 billion organization. It is much easier to use. It's much more intuitive. The design is cleaner. It's easier. It's much better to use. So let me show you guys, if you are a sales rep, this is the team side. If you're a sales rep, let me show you what that side looks like as well. Okay, so this is really cool. This is the sales rep side. So you can see there's less stuff to do because all the sales rep needs is their metrics, their calls, so they can upload their calls, and their dashboard so they can see their own trends and their own performance. The cool thing here, and the hardest part of running a sales team and being a manager, is end of day reports. You got to stay on top of people. You got to add it to your SOPs, and it's just not easy to do in a Google Sheet. You have to go edit, you have to get permissions, all this, right? So look how easy this is. You literally click this giant button or this giant button. It pops up every single day. You complete your end of day report. So it'll automatically go to the date that you're submitting it on, but you can literally go in here and you can see these KPIs we haven't edited yet because this is the test account, but closes, deposits, closes, live calls, offers, all these things you can edit. You can drop them in, and then when you put them in there, it will pop up under dashboard, and it will also pop up under your own personal sort of data added for the day. You can also go back in and edit those. This is not something that is only one time. So if you need to go back in and add like a set call that closed, you can change that. So whether you are a sales rep and you want to take control of your own data, you want to impress your client. Like imagine instead of you using a Google Sheet, you go get a client that isn't using this. They don't have the best systems. You say, hey, here's my end of day report for the month. Here you go. And you show it to them, right? So guys, this is V1. Whether you're a sales team or you are a closer, I think this is very valuable and honestly kind of a must-have. There's nothing on the market that is like this and is as intuitive. And this is version 1. I have a ton of ideas that we're going to be implementing over the next month into the platform and that are going to be new. So if you guys like this, just wait. It's going to be even better. And we're going to be offering a 14-day free trial to all of you guys that watch this video. So if you want to sign up, you click the link in the description. You can sign up 14 days for free. And guys, the pricing is very good on this. And I've designed it to be as good and effective as possible for you guys to actually use in your day-to-day businesses. So now I want to talk about why did I buy a software company when everyone is like saying, hold your cash, the world is ending, the economy is going to crash, whatever. Hopefully these words don't come back to haunt me, but I am always in expansion mode. Okay. I don't want to conserve myself. Obviously keep a war chest in the bank. I have plenty of cash flow that I'm sitting on. I'm good, but now is the time to double down in my eyes. And my front end business, Closer Cartel, is very profitable. It's very cash flow heavy. and it produces a lot of cash. However, that doesn't mean anything. If something were to happen to me and I couldn't make content anymore, that business would go under, okay? No matter how good results we get, no matter how good we do, it is a cash flow business. There is no equity. I cannot sell that to someone unless I'm very, very lucky and I find the right buyer because it's built on a personal brand. So I understood that, and I understood if I want to reach these insane goals like 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 million by 25, by 30, by whatever, I need equity. And more importantly, I need a liquidity event. And that means an exit of sorts, okay? So I've watched a few people. Luca Nets is one who is actually a partner in another company I just acquired. And you guys will be hearing about that soon. But like I was listening to a podcast with Luca and a few other people, and they were talking about how their mentor had told them, it doesn't matter how hard you work or how much money you can make, because I can put in 2 or 3 years of work and someone's going to write me $100 million check because I built something with IP, I built something with equity, and that is not something people want to just go start on their own. These big firms and these big businesses, they would rather acquire it, save the time, and then tweak a few things and scale it.
He's like, look, you can make $5 million a year, it won't matter, because I'm going to work 2, 3, 4, 5 years and somebody's going to cut me $100, $200 million check.
And for us, that is amazing. That is how you build fuck you money wealth, is with a liquidity event. So I don't know what this will go for. We're just starting. We're building this the right way, customer focused. We're doing the Amazon thing, and we're going to do this the right way. So I don't know when we'll sell this. I don't know how, but I know that I'm building this with the intention of one day selling it. And there is another announcement that I have coming soon. I can't say anything yet, but it is a big deal. If you guys thought this was cool, this one's a lot cooler. I now have acquired 2 companies, and I'm telling you guys, that one's going to change the game. So if you can watch, and if you're a smart person, you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to give you guys free game right now. I'm going to give you free sauce. Info product on the front end to build my brand, help people build my marketing and cash flow. SaaS on the back end to build equity. I don't need the cash flow from that. I can keep all the money in the company. Another SaaS to feed back into the other 2. And then someday maybe sell all 3, maybe sell 2, maybe sell 1 a piece. I don't know. But that is how you get really, really big money. And I'm not worried about investing in stocks right now. I'm not worried about crypto. I'm not worried about NFTs. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm worried about building real tangible businesses and assets that are going to scale hard. They're going to cash flow, and they're going to give me equity and the potential to have a liquidity event. So that's my plan, guys. And if you're a closer right now, start thinking like that. Cool, you're a closer. You're making a lot of money. That's awesome. Sales is the best place to start. It's where I started. But you need to think broader, and you need to think on a horizon time scale, because you guys are cash flowing right now. You could easily go start a software company. Okay. You don't need bazillions of dollars to start exactly what you're looking at on my screen right now. So I hope this helps you guys and sort of painted the picture of like, how do you build real wealth? It's not you get lucky, you hit the lottery. No, you cash flow, you go into equity, and then you sell. You have a liquidity event. Okay. That is how you build wealth, or at least how I'm going to build wealth. And then once I have $10 million, then I'm going to put it in the market and make a safe 10% every year, put it into crypto, whatever. And I'm good for life. But will I quit? No, because I fucking love this game. So guys, thank you. I hope you are loving these videos. We're growing so fast. Like, we might hit 10K by the time this video comes out. And I am so grateful for all you guys. I've put a ton of work into these, and we got this whole new studio and new cameras on the way. So thank you guys. I love you all. Please like and subscribe and share this with somebody, and sign up for Trackify if you are using spreadsheets right now. Please, it'll change your business. So thank you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.